Hello, I'm Mark Whitbread, Consultant Paramedic for the London Ambulance Service. I'll be walking you through the pit crew and the so-called circular life concept in this educational video. The pit crew model was designed to bring more efficiency, speed, structure and organisation to the way EMS manages out-of-hospital cardiac arrests. Here we will be looking at a cardiac arrest scenario where a bystander has already commenced CPR.
Hello, my name's Nick. I'm a paramedic for the ambulance service. What's your name?
My name's Catherine.
Hello, Catherine. Catherine, what's happened?
I found him collapsed on the floor.
Found him collapsed. Can you just stop for a second so I can check, please?
The pit crew model is inspired by Formula One racing, where the car pulls into the pit lane and each member of the team knows exactly what to do, when to do it and how to do it. The key to carrying this out effectively is to make sure the patient is accessible from 360 degrees. In many situations, this means the patient will first have to be safely dragged or moved from their initial position.
So in a minute, I'll get you to pause just so I can get the top off, okay? And put some pads on the chest.
Okay.
So pause just very quickly. And straight back on the chest for you. Doing an excellent job. Keep going with the compressions. Excellent.
Ventilate.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliver a shock, okay? So in a minute, the machine will alarm. When it alarms, I'll tell you to stand back. We'll deliver a shock, and then as soon as the shock's delivered, I'd like you to go straight back on the chest, please. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so stand back, stand clear, and straight back on the chest, please. So I'm going to do a few other bits now, okay?
3, 2, 1. Ventilate. Ventilate.
Excellent. So what we're going to do now, you've probably heard that it's telling us to ventilate.
3,
So every time we
2,
ventilate,
1,
you pause, and I'm going to do
ventilate.
2 breaths.
Ventilate.
That's it, and then go straight back onto the chest, all right?
Yeah.
Well done. Doing a really good job, okay? Oh, excellent. Hello. Hi, I'm Nick. This is Catherine.
Hello, Nick. Hello, Catherine.
Adult male found in cardiac arrest by Catherine.
Yep.
Good bystander CPR. She's received 1 shock so far.
3, 2,
Okay, thank you.
We're coming up to another analysis now.
Nick, this is Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Paul, and I'm Mick.
Hello, Mick. Hello, Paul.
Nick, do you want me to take over compressions on the next
Yeah, we
one?
could do. If Mick's happy,
Yep.
we'll do an analysis when Mick's ready, and then we'll get you to take
Brilliant,
over.
okay.
Nick, if you just continue whilst I get the checklist
Okay,
out.
no problem. So Catherine, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pause to analyse. During that pause, Chris is going to take over the chest compressions, all right? So pause in 2 breaths.
ventilate.
That's still VF. Chris, are you happy to take over defib? And we'll do 2-handed. So we need to deliver a shock now.
Okay, so VF on the screen, charging to 360.
That's okay with you?
That's lovely. Thank you very much, Paul.
Here we see the pit crew concept in action,
Okay, stand clear, oxygen away, shocking.
with each paramedic positioned around the patient in such a way that they can provide the most effective care possible. The paramedic in position 1 carries out the initial assessment, begins CPR, ventilating in the off cycle with the 2-hand mask seal. At position 2, the paramedic is ready and takes care of the airway, as well as alternating chest compressions with the bystander or paramedic at position 3. At position 3, we have a paramedic operating the LifePack defibrillator, as well as alternating chest compressions. At position 4, we have our team leader. They are ideally positioned in a circle to get a clear view of proceedings, provide direction, and assist where required. Note how each paramedic is unobstructed.
3, 2, 1. Ventilate.
Nick, are you happy with the ventilation?
Ventilate.
Yeah, we're getting good chest rise, Mick.
Which cycle are we up to, please, Nick?
This is now the first cycle post that shock,
3,
second shock.
2, 1.
Paul, when you've
Ventilate.
finished the kit dump for the airway, will you let me know, please?
Good chest rise.
Okay, Nick.
Communication is calm and concise at all times.
Is that okay?
This is the second cycle.
Ventilate.
Mick, we're just coming up to 2 minutes. Would you like me to do an analysis?
Please. Yes, please.
Ventilate.
Chris, would you mind kneeling down next to Paul?
Here you can see the Lucas 2 mechanical chest compression device being deployed. When using such a device, it is important that staff are trained to use it effectively to ensure minimal interruption in chest compressions.
Paul, will you take over the airway from Nick?
Okay,
Please.
I'm happy, Nick, to come in if you're okay. Yep.
Nick, would you mind deploying the mechanical device?
No problem at all. While I'm getting it, Mick, is it all right if we clear some space?
Yes,
so
of
we
course.
Can deploy it, thank you.
Catherine, would you mind assisting and just moving all this equipment just back, please, for me? Just drag it all the way back, thank you.
Brilliant, thank you. Excellent, thank you very much.
Good box waveform, 2.2 kilopascals at the moment, Nick.
Thank you.
Mickey, up if I ask the guys to do some bits so we
Yes,
can get
please.
it deployed.
Crack.
Lovely, okay. Guys, we're going to deploy the Lucas device. We need to get the patient's arms into the crucifix position. Is that all right? So I'll move the patient's one nearest to me. Chris, you have something on? Lovely, back on the chest. So the next step is we need to sit the patient up so we can apply the backboards, and we need to get all the clothes out the way. Paul, you'll be in charge of the lift.
Okay, I'll take the airway for you, yeah.
Thank you. Chris, you'll take the side nearest to you. I'll take this side, and we'll deploy the yellow board. Are you happy for this to go, Mick?
Yes, please.
Lovely. Okay, Paul, you're in charge. We need to minimise
Okay,
time off the
I'm
chest.
happy to go if you're ready.
Ready, when you are.
Okay, ready, brace, lift. Ready, brace, down.
Lovely. Back on the chest. Thank you, Chris.
Okay, Mick, we've still got a box waveform which would indicate the ET tube still in situ.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Chris, I'm going to come between your arms with this. Don't stop CPR.
Ventilate.
Mick, can you happy that that's in the centre of the patient's chest?
Ventilate.
Yes, I'm happy.
Lovely, thank you. Chris, can you just pause CPR for a minute?
Ventilate.
I'm putting this on continuous because we've got an advanced airway.
Thank you.
Chris, can you event mark that and turn off the metronome, please? And Paul,
I'll ventilate to the mechanical device.
lovely. Chris, it's strap coming through there. Absolutely.
Chris, once you've done that, can you get me an adrenaline ready, please?
Chris?
Okay, Mick, we have a slight rise in end-tidal CO2. It's 2.7 kilopascals now.
Thank
with
you.
a lovely box waveform.
Thank you.
Brilliant.